Welcome to your weekday cup of the Word. We're in Hebrews chapter 3, and this chapter compares Jesus to Moses. Now, there would be nobody who could argue that Moses wasn't a godly man, and especially if you're a Jew, Moses is pretty much the peak. He's the pinnacle. He's the guy who started your nation. He's the guy who led you out of Egypt and into the promised land. He is Moses of all people. And yet Jesus surpasses even Moses. Jesus is superior to the greatest man of the Jewish covenant. Jesus surpasses him. He surpasses angels. He surpasses Moses. He is unique. Moses was a servant who led God's people. Jesus was God that led God's people. And so, as you look at Jesus, he is the Son of God. That was not a claim Moses ever made, but Jesus did, and Jesus is. And so, every Jew understood that if you didn't listen to Moses, if you didn't listen to the law that Moses gave, there was a very clear punishment of being cut off and many times put to death. So if one would be put to death for disobeying the law of Moses, what sort of a punishment would we look at for those who wouldn't obey the Son of God? And so he makes it very clear, the Old Testament is great, but Jesus once again surpasses it. The law of Moses is another way of saying the Old Testament law. We have the law of Christ, the law of the Son of God. We best to pay heed to it. That's your daily cup, and we'll see you tomorrow.